Hi, my name is Lamont, and here are 5 things to be aware of when becoming a seafarer or cruise ship performer. Number 1, hurricane season. Now, hurricane season is pretty much half the year. It goes anywhere from June to December, so 6 months out the year. And honestly, hurricane season isn't a huge deal. Let me explain. First and foremost, safety is the number one importance of cruising. If a ship is in the direction of a hurricane or in the direction of a storm, the captain knows how to move around the hurricane. Nonetheless, you can't stop the ship from rocking. You can't stop the ship from jolting. So within that, you have to be aware of being seasick, which over time you do get used to. But as a performer, even as any kind of cruise worker, you need to be cognizant of how much the ship is rocking. If you are a performer and you are on stage, a lot of times a supervisor or manager will cancel the show. If it's too rocky, in some instances, it may be too late to cancel the show. I would recommend working out and focusing on exercises that works on your coordination so that when the ship does rock and you're on stage, it won't throw you off too much. But that is definitely something to keep in mind as a cruiser. Number 2, there are certain rules that you need to abide by. Now, I would advise anybody that's getting onto the cruise, if you have like a seafarer's handbook, to read that. Most certainly read your contract. There will be rules and regulations for each crew member. It may vary based on your duties or what kind of job you have, but I definitely suggest viewing it to know what your parameters are on the ship. Be anything such as your do's and your don'ts when mingling with the guests, and also your dress code. I would hate for you to get in trouble by an officer or even just a supervisor, or to be in a place that you're not supposed to be in at a particular time. Number 3, the ship has its own tap water. So the ship is an amazing vessel. It can do all kinds of things. And yes, the ship does recycle the water that guests use and that crew members use. So keep in mind that it is safe to drink. However, I don't recommend drinking it. If you are going to drink it, or if you are going to use showers with the tap water, I do suggest buying a filter. There are shower filters that you can buy that will filter out the water. And I believe there are also sink filters. I didn't use the sink filters, but I also didn't use the water to brush my teeth with. I just brushed my teeth with the brush and the toothpaste. For the shower, a long time I didn't have a filter, and I did experience what the effects of using the ship tap water could do. It's what we call hard water. So it makes your skin a little bit more dry. It makes your hair a little bit more dry. I definitely suggest purchasing a shower head or a faucet filter that will filter out those elements that makes the water bad for your skin or undrinkable, or not as drinkable as regular tap water will be. Number 4, duties. So I was trying to figure this out before my first contract, and I was told otherwise. But with the help of your agent, if you have an agent, or with the help of your supervisor, be it on land or on the ship, find out what your duties are before you get on. So for most people I know, for any ship I know, most seafarers have something called e-muster duty, which is safety duty. And that is when crew members come onto the ship, you have to brief them on safety precautions. And your duties may be anything from checking them in to showing them the demonstration. There are other parts of the duties. Again, it just depends on what company you're working for. So keep that in mind. Also, if you are a singer, some mornings or some evenings, for my particular ship, we have something called military duty, and that's when you sing the national anthem. You may be on a cycle where you may sing once a month or every other week, but keep in mind that you do have other duties outside of what you are hired to do. And lastly, number 5, ship time versus local time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been caught up a few times with this, maybe being late to rehearsal. One time I was even late for one of my performances because I was looking at the local time and not the cruise ship time. And you don't want to be a person that gets off the ship, explore the islands, and because your phone has changed into the local time, you miss your actual time of the ship to get back on. It's a sure way to get fired. For my last contract, I know 7 people that were left on the island. They were guests. However, it's not fun trying to find your way back to the States because you miss your time to get back on board. And a sure way to know that you're on the ship time, you can look at any clocking computer or you can look at any phone. It will have the time of the ship time on the ship, okay? If you like this content or have any questions, please put it in the comment section below. Also, remember to please like and subscribe to my channel. It will greatly help me out. Until next time, peace and be blessed.